From inside Michael's closet, this is the Darkroom Vidyacast. This episode with Blake, BJ, Josh, Matt, and Michael. Episode 0, Pilot, also known as, Why Didn't You Just Go Wake Me the Fuck Up?
I mean, MacBook's on, so we're good. I mean, we're live right now, so.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the first Darkroom podcast. Brought to you by Little Caesars.
You didn't want it?
Little
we gave
Caesars,
it to you.
what a burger.
We are coming to you live from Michael's closet.
Why are we in Michael's closet?
Hey,
Fuck
everybody.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my closet.
That's Michael.
That's Michael. You
That's
guys don't
Mike.
really know.
You
Michael
might know
that
him from
No.
the extremely successful FTL videos.
Yeah.
Right.
People love those. Oh, God.
I'm Josh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Josh. I'm BJ or Steals from Hobos or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
Whatever we're going by.
I
don't
go
know.
with BJ.
I'm Blake, and the guy that you really won't know over here in the corner.
No,
Hey, he's done
did,
something
he
on
did
here.
the Kirby Let's
And I'm
Play.
Matt from the first Kirby Let's Play that was fucking terrible.
The
And
one
like-
episode.
And from some of the We Suck At
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Can we second
Left 4 Dead?
He laughed a few times in that.
Hagen's
Cursed
not
cow.
here. We wanted Hagen to be here, but for some reason he didn't want to answer his phone.
Mhm.
So Hagen, if you're mad that we did this without you, shut the fuck up. We asked
Answer
you.
your goddamn
Answer
phone.
your phone, you son of a bitch.
You'll be on next time. It's fine.
Anyway, so I guess we were just gonna talk about video games because that's all we really care about.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess one of the things that I want to talk about, I don't know how much anybody else cares about this, is fucking Konami. I know this has been harped on to death by everybody, but do you guys know what's been going on with Konami?
Why don't you give it to us in a nutshell?
Okay, basically, they make most of their money from gambling in Japan, even though like that's not really legal in Japan. They're not entirely legal. They have like ways to get around it with like pachinko machines and shit like that. But recently, I think it was maybe just Las Vegas, passed a law that was basically like allowing skill-based slot machines. So they were like, hey, let's take our IPs and put them into slot machine things like Contra and shit. So now they're gonna like pull out of the actual video game industry and focus on mobile games and casino stuff. Which means they canceled Silent Hills,
Yep.
which is what I'm really pissed about.
A lot, and you know what they're doing? They're trying to erase every bit of the PT demo that they can.
They've taken it off the store, and
They've got people watching eBay and other sites like that, so like people who have been trying to sell their machines that have got the PT demo installed on it already are taken down.
yeah, so people were trying to sell that because that's worth money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put mine up over at the college bulletin board.
Nobody's gonna look there. They don't have Konami.
Konami's not going to give me there.
Yeah. Could you still possibly get a copy on the high seas, if you know what I'm saying?
I don't think people have been able to mod PS4s like that. They haven't been able to homebrew anything like that.
Well, there was a story actually. I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically they were selling PS4s. Like you would pay for a service, and they would load like a few select games onto your PS4 for a fee. And they recently, somebody got in trouble for that or something. I don't know. Shit, I ain't never done a podcast before.
You don't have to have all the information to do a podcast.
I mean,
No.
let me
just
cite
gotta
my
have a
sources
little
real
bit.
quick. I'm sorry.
You just shoot the shit. Inaugural episode,
yeah,
getting all the kinks worked out.
yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. If anybody even wants it. This is pretty much a test run. If anybody actually wants this to continue, we'll continue it. But if
Let
not,
us know.
then- yeah, let us know. But if not, then we just probably won't do it ever again.
Yeah. So wait, I knew that Konami pulled the PT demo and they weren't doing Silent Hills, but that's the reason? That shitty reason of all reasons?
Yeah, their thing was we're moving to mobile games and casino things.
Oh.
Because the thing is that gives them the most turnaround. It
gives them a lot of money.
Because with video games, you're going in, you're spending a lot, especially Hideo Kojima games.
Mm-hmm.
They're very high budget games, and I mean, they get a profit from them though. That's the thing. but it's not as much of a turnaround as they'd like to see. And there's a lot of people doing that now with mobile games and stuff. Like Square Enix has been doing that a lot with mobile games. And that's stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
People don't get it. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, whatever makes them money, man.
I was just saying, like, what I want to know is what's going to happen to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game.
They're going to continue doing that.
Okay.
So that's safe? That's safe?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. They haven't said anything. I
New
don't know
card.
if anybody's been mentioning that to them. Right now.
I mean, the Yu-Gi-Oh!
But the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
games
trading
will
card
probably
game.
stop. Or at least console ones.
When's the last time they made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game? Game Boy Advance?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I remember
there's-
playing a Game Boy Advance Yu-Gi-Oh!
I
game
had that, and it
for
was good.
hours. Like the
I
one
think
where
the last one's on a DS.
Probably. It was probably like some 5Ds game.
the first one was like where you could pick all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters and you could duel them, and every time you started a duel, you had to rock paper scissors them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
that
actually
that was
know much
Eternal.
about
That was Eternal
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Duelist Soul.
I
I
think
know
you
that.
just summed up every Yu-Gi-Oh! game.
All I know is that apparently
At
like the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
best one
Yeah.
was Forbidden Memories.
Forbidden Memories on the PS1. Well,
Which
that one
was
was
fucking
weird because
awesome.
well, the thing is that one kind of defied what Yu-Gi-Oh was about. It didn't really
Well,
follow
it-
the
it
actual
went-
card
yeah,
game.
It went by the
rules.
show rules.
You
I
can,
remember-
you can polymerize.
Polymerization.
You just keep
Polymerization.
throwing
You
cards
You could do-
together.
You could put that together, and they would
To
just like
any-
make
a thing.
A thing.
Yeah, they were making new. I remember that one because I got it because I'd been playing the one of the Game Boy Advance versions, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be new." And they threw all this story stuff at me in the first place, and I'm like, "This is
You're like, it takes place in ancient Egypt at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's basically like you're the old duelists, like back in the day where you had 10 or 12 guys on the sidelines, and they would chant stuff, and then your
Yeah.
monsters would
That's
appear.
when the monsters would appear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
crazy shit.
then they would chant a special thing for them to like fuse, and then that's polymerization. And they're like, "What the hell's going on?"
What the hell?
And
The
then you
fell.
get, did
The
you get
fuck
absolutely
hell.
shit on in the first duel?
Oh yeah, you can't. I don't think you can win that unless like.
If you win it, then the story it makes you redo it
Wow.
Really?
until you lose.
Really?
There's no failsafe. Like if you win, it's like, oh, you've lost, and it just keeps going. But no, you have to keep doing the duel
I've
over.
always really disliked games that do that force you to lose something. Because like I feel like if you can actually win it, you deserve something for that.
Hey, you should
It's
be
like-
rewarded for it.
Isn't like in the first Dark Souls when you get finished playing the tutorial, and if you beat the boss that you're not supposed to beat that kills you, don't you just die?
No,
No, that's
you get
Demon
his
Souls.
hammer.
That's
Demon
Demon
Souls?
Souls. He's
Okay.
thinking
Well,
Demon
you
Souls.
still get goodies for Demon Souls.
Yeah, you get goodies, but then you die because like the thing is like you're supposed to die.
Right.
Like that's the story thing about Demon Souls is you're actually supposed to die, but there's no way to survive the actual because it's in a cutscene. You die in a cutscene instead, but you actually do get rewarded for beating Vanguard. But in Dark Souls, if you manage to beat the boss without collecting your weapon, because you go through it once, you don't have your weapon. Then the Asylum Demon comes down. If you you don't have a weapon at all except like a broken sword. If you can beat him there, you get his hammer.
It's easy to do that with the Black Firebomb.
If you start off with Black Firebomb, yeah.
Nice.
But
Never actually played any of the Demon Souls or Dark Souls, so
you need to.
You need to.
You need
I know.
to.
I've got Dark Souls Prepare to Die like preloaded on my computer already,
What
and
the
I just
fuck?
We did.
Michael,
I got it for real cheap.
what are you doing?
You
It's
should
just
play it,
Checking
man.
levels.
I know.
No, okay.
But
And
like,
then your friends would be like, "Yeah, I'll play with you," and then
It sure would suck if
You're like, we don't play Dark Souls
I have
Yeah,
like I
God.
think I have like I know I have over 300 hours on Dark Souls now. That is like
Yeah.
my second most played game on Steam
God.
after TF2.
it's,
I might-
that's like all of us, pretty
Uh,
much.
Oh, by the way, we're recording this on the day of BioWare's 20th birthday, I believe.
Is it?
It's BioWare's birthday. I don't know which one.
Happy birthday,
this
BioWare!
is-
Why'd you stop making good
You
things?
you made great games and then you didn't.
You made-
sound effect in here.
You made
Well,
great games.
Today is also like Pac-Man's anniversary. Like
It is, yeah. Pac-Man's what, 35?
Namco.
35,
That's
45?
Pac-Man's Namco. I was
think
gonna
it's-
say he's Konami.
I think it's
but
the 35th.
Yeah.
75.
Well, happy birthday,
oh,
Pac-Man! You're all right.
You're like one of my mains in
I had
Smash 4.
I had a Pac-Man game on the GameCube, Pac-Man World 2, and it was like a little 3D platformer that my granddad bought me. He doesn't know shit about video games. He doesn't know. He just saw Pac-Man and was like, okay.
Those are what the kids like
That's
these
like
days.
Kids like
And
Pac-Man.
then like the Pac-Man Mario Party style game.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
What was that?
on the GameCube. I don't remember what it was called, but for some ungodly reason, Astroth from Soul Calibur was a character you could play as.
What?
Okay.
For no reason.
Well, it's Namco.
Remember Pack and Roll?
No.
I didn't think so.
Not at all.
It was a DS game. I'm pretty sure it was Pack and Roll.
Was it was like a tilt and tumble esque kind of?
No, it was an
man.
early DS game where you had to. I can't remember exactly how it went, but you had like a Pac-Man going around, and you had to draw like corners for him to bump into, and then go like it take a 90-degree turn, and then you could like draw a Pac-Man, and then that drawn Pac-Man would like eat things it'd be really big and eat things on the screen.
Why didn't you just draw the Pac-Man all the time then?
Well, it was like a special move. You probably had to charge up for it or something. I don't fucking know. I didn't have a game.
Speaking of Tilt and Tumble, though, that's one of the games that like my aunt and uncle got me when I was little.
I found that cartridge one time at your house.
Oh yeah, Tilt and Tumble. That was one of those early Game Boy Advance games that used like motion control
was
in
just
the
a Game Boy
cartridge
Color game.
itself.
Yeah, it was Game
That
Boy
was just
Color.
Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
really?
It
Yeah.
just had the. Oh wait, it was the Game Boy.
Game
Color.
Boy
Color. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had.
It had a little gyroscope inside of it.
Really?
You could tilt
The cartridge
The
did.
You could-
cartridge did.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was the cartridge. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
That's-
thought you were saying that.
That's
Oh,
what I
not
love
the
about
Game Boy
cartridge
Color.
games. Cartridge games are better because they can add hardware in different
I mean, like
cool stuff.
the Super Effects chip on the SNES. had
Shit, the
that.
SNES couldn't do that. The cartridge did it.
So like, but I mean, with a CD-ROM based and a Blu-ray based disc, you can fit more
You
content.
can't put a
on it.
chip on the Blu-ray.
But you can fit more
because
content on the thing.
that's just like you can put fucking like today's like flash memory and like you have all kinds of like solid state memory formats that can hold all kinds of data or all big number of data like SD cards and stuff and like people keep saying like, oh, you're gonna stay CDs because they hold bigger. That's bullshit.
Well, it's not going to be that way for long. I mean, it's like back then, it was all about what you could innovate with the hardware.
Yeah.
Now everything is software based. Like the hardware is, I could take flack for saying this, but it's essentially, we've pretty much capped it out right now as far as what we can do right now. It's all, and what I mean by that is that we're not really changing how we are doing things. Things have been pretty much software based for the last.
No, we need to add more motion controls to everything. To our sofas, to our TVs, to our consoles, to our fingers.
Connect
Sensor bars everywhere.
Because computers are all pretty standardized now.
There's
even
yeah. I mean, I've been thinking that you can't really innovate much with what we have currently, especially like I'm still thinking video game wise. There's not much that you can do in terms of innovation anymore because like what hasn't been done.
Yeah, we hit our plateau like
We hit a plateau in the 2000s.
That's what they said when they released the Bop It. But then the Bop It Extreme came out, and then all you fuckers.
Fuck
you
Every Bop It that is coming.
7 levels of Bop It.
I mean, it's like
You got 12 different things to do now. It's ridiculous.
It's like
Who said that was
innovation.
bumping? Who said, all right, this is it. We're
This is-
never going to go past
We
this.
can't do anything
We
past
can
this
take
Bop It.
this.
Bop it,
Oh, it's
twist
so
it,
bad.
pull it.
Flick,
that's it.
flick it.
No, that was one guy who was just like, does anybody else have anything else we could do to this Bop It? And he was just kind of in the back and he just went, flick it?
You're a genius.
But I mean,
Spin it?
there was spin it and never mind. This is off topic.
Oh, then they had Twist It, didn't they?
Twist It was
Twist It
okay.
was already
Twist
on there.
It,
Twist
Pull
It.
It, and Bop It was
It's-
original.
Oh,
It's
well,
the-
spin it.
Turn it.
And then
Turn it.
Something.
like
And
like,
they threw
there was
in a
little
team-based
steering
one
wheel
for
on it that you had to
pass
Oh,
spin.
shit.
That was Spin It, and then you had Flick It, and those were the two.
Pull it, twist it, bop it, spin it, flick it.
And those were what in Bop It Extreme, and I don't even know what the fuck Bop It's are out now. That's like
They have like this weird. I saw this one thing where like you put your hand through this little like hole in the middle of it, and you just go like stick your
Yeah, it's
hand on
kinda-
the inside and
Yeah,
outside of it.
those things are dumb.
You like playing
Anyway,
patty cake with a Bop It.
Michael was trying to make a point with Bop It.
No, BJ brought Bop It up.
Or you were trying to make a point after the Bop It.
What I was gonna say is, yes, we had that sort of hardware innovation with older cartridge-based games. Now everything is shifted into how many more like discrete objects can we fit into a game. I'm talking like basically polygons. Like how many more polygons can we get onto a person to, how much fluid animation can we get to make the water move as realistically as possible.
Make these graphics good.
That's
Make these graphics great.
That's an argument people make all the time about like diminishing returns and stuff, and they show that same example of like that dude who's like, oh, this gun's got like 400,000 triangles, and this one's got like 4 million triangles, and you can't even tell the difference. But like the thing is, you're not making. The thing they shouldn't be doing is making like one thing more detailed. Is more objects with good detail.
Yeah.
Like the whole scene looks better if everything has more detail to it.
They should be focusing more on the environment than just a small thing.
I guess.
It's like if you have a perfectly immaculately detailed gun, and then like pedestrians on the side are like GIF images or something.
Yeah,
Mass Effect 3?
Yes, like when you're running the opening, like the prologue, and then you just look down.
You can look down and
there's,
see 2D images. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
they're-
you can see them slanted.
They're 8-bit
running
people,
toward things.
and
like,
it looks like they're just sliding toward things, and it
it's
looks
so
like little
bad.
soldiers.
It's so bad, and I don't understand how, when that game came out in 2012, somebody looked at that and went, yeah, that
It'll be
works.
fine.
Nobody's gonna notice that. That's the first thing people fucking notice.
People notice that right out the gate.
Because it's at the beginning of the game.
Didn't they
Speaking
also
of
notice, like,
BioWare's
the really
birthday-
stupid running animation for female shepherd?
Oh, it's the exact same as male shepherd.
Isn't that why it looks stupid?
We're like legs spread as far as possible.
yeah.
And just
God. That's another thing. Like, I get
BioWare's
that.
gotten so fucking lazy.
I get
Happy
that
birthday, BioWare.
Fuck you. Happy birthday. I get that you got to try to, get as much out of the money that you put in it, but come on, some of those things are like, you can fix that.
There was so much that could
You know, like,
You know
They don't
what?
care about background detail like that, though.
that's
I look at
just
that
don't.
stuff. I look at that stuff, man. Like that's something I look at. And I'm
Man,
like,
people just don't want to spend time on it, man. It's just
No,
like,
that's like, what is that? EA.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
EA
it's
published
like,
it.
EA
Yeah.
it's published by EA.
So,
So,
I
like-
mean, they're trying to push it out and move on to the next project.
Yeah, so you got nothing but EA putting deadlines on you, the publisher in general putting deadlines on you, and where the developers have to just cut off all of what they're doing. It's like,
Yeah.
for example, KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2, way back in the day. That was supposed to be a lot more than it was. Didn't end up being as much as it was supposed to be.
We got disappointed.
I mean, I could say that about a lot of games.
Yeah,
you
a
know?
lot of Obsidian games. The same thing with New
Especially-
Vegas.
New Vegas, there was a lot of stuff that they cut out of that.
Because
they were-
publishers, like Bethesda. One of the things that pissed me off about Bethesda in regards to New Vegas is they were going to give Obsidian a bonus if they got a 90 or higher on Metacritic, and they ended up
Something
getting
like
an
that.
89, and so they didn't give them the bonus. And like, you should have and a lot of the reasons for why they didn't get a 90 was because of things that they had to cut.
Yeah.
Because Bethesda didn't give them enough time.
And in the first place, I don't like incentives like that
I don't either.
because it's like,
Metacritic needs to die. Like, it does. Like, it doesn't... There's nothing to gain from Metacritic.
it's like, I would like something more like a Rotten Tomatoes-esque thing, where you've got the reviewer's opinion, people who are professional reviewers of games or whatever, like that's a thing, and I'm doing air quotes.
Air
a
quotes.
lot
Yeah.
of them.
And then
Professional
that-
reviewers.
Yeah, and then you get the community's review, where people come in
Oh,
and
that's
they...
Metacritic.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
exactly what Metacritic is, but the thing
I
is
don't know
that...
Metacritic.
Don't they add both scores together, though?
No,
Don't
no.
they average
They have a reviewer score and a community
Oh,
score.
okay.
But the problem with it is that people just will go and look at that and like go, oh well, the community doesn't seem to like this game. But then people are giving them like zeros and ones. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no in between on Metacritic with community.
That's what I always said about YouTube. When they had a 5-star system.
You only had a 5
Yeah.
stars. I mean, that's why they got rid of it.
It either had 5 stars or it had no stars. Maybe 1 star.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
no stars means you didn't even vote for it.
Yeah, but like.
I gave some 3 stars every now and then.
Oh,
Okay,
you-
I think this was adequate.
But one out of millions of people that do that,
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't impact things.
would this be an acceptable time to bring up the whole issue with like purchasing early access games?
I mean, that's something we can always talk about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fuck early access. Next.
It's
I won't say that because there are a few early access games that have ended up working out.
I
Yeah.
mean, it could work out. I just don't like the idea of like paying for a game that's not finished, and then like the chance of it never being finished.
Yeah, I will say, like,
I agree.
I've been screwed out of an early access purchase about as much as the early access purchase has paid off for me. So, like, I don't
Like
know where to
50%?
fall
I mean,
on that.
the thing
you know?
is, though,
What
the
games?
thing about
Okay.
early access that I will say is, you're not forced to buy it. So you're the one taking the gamble with that. I think it's stupid. I don't think I'd ever spend money. The only game that I've ever spent money on early access for was Paranautical Activity, and that's because
Yep.
I've seen gameplay of it, and it was finished enough to the point where I'd be like, okay, I'd spend $15 on this.
I bought...
Whoa, the light went out.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'd spend $15 on this, and I was happy with my purchase with that game. And then when the full content came out, and it's a finished game now, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Paranautical Activity is one of those that I bought that I was really good with. I bought, Minecraft, probably the progenitor of
There you go.
early
Yeah,
access,
Yeah.
right there. And
We all
did.
did.
Yeah,
But they did offer a version of the game for free.
that's true.
Now, the thing is, this is just an argument I've seen around, is that in general, you've got too many developers that are kind of, I guess, going with this hit it and quit it method of just like, we're going to put this early access kind of prototype, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of an unfinished project. Like, here's an idea, and here's a little bit of it. We've got...
And if they see enough popularity out of it, then they'll
But
continue.
then they
But
start charging for it. They charge you for it, and then, once they've kind of made whatever they consider to be a sum of money that they're happy with, then they just kind of go dead.
It's
Go
a,
Yeah.
it's a
What- it's
shittier
like,
version of crowdfunding.
Yeah,
what
it's-
what in particular? Like, is there a game that you have like? that
Yeah,
you're
what
thinking
there
game
are so
has
many,
dropped
like
on
on
you like
Steam
that?
Greenlight.
I am.
And
Yeah,
Steam
that's-
Greenlight, that's another thing for early access.
That's an entire. We could do an entire episode on fucking Steam Greenlight.
That's the thing, though. I will say I probably can't give you a particular example right now.
Yeah.
So
There's
I'm
probably
not-
because
some
they're-
that- I mean, one early access game that surprised me with the turnaround of it was Rust. Because
Yeah.
at the beginning of that, like, it was, I don't know if it wasn't, I never played it. I haven't played it. This is all just from things that I've read. People say it wasn't good, or it was broken as shit. And then Gary, the guy who made Gary's mod, he's the guy who made Rust.
Gary Newman.
Gary Newman.
Wait,
just-
Gary Newman made Rust?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
He just completely remade the game into something better. And it's a much more enjoyable game at this point. And that was an early access game. And, that's something people are proud to have gotten money for, paid money for because it worked out for them.
And
Now, one of my friends bought me DayZ.
oh god,
And good God,
I'm sorry.
don't buy DayZ right now.
No,
Don't fucking do it. That is a bad idea.
the
They didn't even get the
standalone-
mod down.
No, that they did, and that's the thing. And like this, I got a headache playing that game. Like, just the shaky ass camera. It's so bad. The mouse acceleration on it is fucking god awful. I walked around for 30 minutes and there wasn't a goddamn zombie anywhere. I didn't know.
I
Like,
just
there
feel
was.
like they chose the wrong engine for that game.
They did. They should have stuck. Did they keep using the Arma engine?
I'm pretty sure they're using the Arma 3 engine.
And it just,
that
Or a
that's
derivative.
sad.
I'd rather play it on Arma 2 engine.
no,
Uh,
in their
Doesn't
defense,
even-
though, I mean, mouse acceleration, that sort of thing, that's all adjustable.
I could
Not all the time.
Not
Like,
all
Dead
the time.
Space is fucked
Dead
up.
Space has
Oh,
horrible
no,
mouse acceleration.
not Dead
Okay.
Space.
Good lord.
Like, sometimes the game doesn't let you change that at all.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a lot,
I did not know that.
When we want to get to, can we get to huge disappointments that are probably already going to happen? Like, things that I'm already disappointed in? Because I'd like to bring up Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so, you come in, they're like, oh, we're going to redo Battlefront. We're going to redo everything that's great about Battlefront. No space battles, about like 6 or 7 maps, only multiplayer. You can't play with bots.
Wait, whoa. Is that confirmed?
It's from the
only
last that I've
multiplayer
heard.
was confirmed.
Only multiplayer.
Jeez.
You can't drive a fucking AT-AT.
Yeah, the AT-ATs are on rails.
Yeah, and they've only confirmed a few vehicles,
I will say this.
which is,
I'm gonna say this. I did not really much care for the space battles. They didn't control well. I feel like they didn't have them down
I agree.
well
Yeah.
enough to the point that
I'm
people should be disappointed.
Betting it will be DLC.
They said they
I
don't
can-
have plans.
I bet they'll fucking do
They'll
it.
probably
I can see
do it.
that.
Because like,
But, like,
just
they
because
didn't
it's
have
not in
plans
the
for
game,
Smash Brothers DLC.
it's just in the just because it was in the past games. There's gonna be a community that complains about it. Not
Somebody's
being
gonna do it.
And it's
because
going
they're
to
gonna
be
get
added.
more money out of it if they
true.
do
there. And
do
it's
it.
it does.
And I
It's
think
oh come
I
on.
like that.
honestly,
the thing
like-
is, like, do you need space battles when you are going to be able to fly, X-wings and stuff in the air?
I'm gonna
Space
be
battles
honest. Like
can be done
when you
better
were
with
doing
today's technology.
when you were flying on ground missions, it didn't really work that well because
But this is, I will say this, Battlefield, DICE has been known to make good, like, air combat in regards to, like, Battlefield and stuff.
yeah, that's true. I'd have
Well,
to
I like it, at
see
least.
more of the dogfight stuff because
Yeah, we need to see actual footage.
we've still only seen teaser stuff as
Yeah,
far as
yeah.
I'm
Like
just-
gameplay still hasn't been shown outside of
They have not shown
the
any game.
gameplay. Air
Yeah, that
quotes.
gameplay trailer
Yeah.
gameplay.
of just a clearly
The
pre-rendered
pre-rendered
Fuck
stuff.
that, fuck that, too. That's
Oh,
one thing I'm never
no.
gonna get over is fucking saying that stuff is gameplay, having
But it's
pre-rendered.
in engine.
So what?
In
It's in
engine.
engine, so obviously that means what the game's gonna look like.
You can do
Look at,
everything
like
in
every
engine.
game is like. Look at Watch Dogs. Look at The Witcher 3. Like all these games had these things shown like, oh, this is actual gameplay. But
But
then
it's-
it goes down to it, and it looks nothing like that.
Exactly.
And
Beautiful.
like it's misleading.
Beautiful
Dark Souls
E3
2.
mods.
Dark Souls 2 is probably the biggest fucking example of that to me. Everybody complains about the downgrade in Watch Dogs. Dark Souls 2 is like 100 times worse for that for me, because the lighting is just
The
it's
lighting
wrong.
is Dark Souls 2 is all over the place in terms of like graphical quality. There's some places that look really good and there's some places that look really bad. With like Dark Souls 1, everything looks pretty good. But Dark Souls 2 it's like some places look really like it's just really like bland and like there doesn't seem to be any kind of shadows at all
Forest of Fallen Giants. Those fucking trees.
and fucking like you look out and you see these JPEG vistas, but then you go to like
Iron Keep or something.
Dragon's Airy.
Dragon's Airy. Oh,
Dragon's
God.
Airy. That looks really fucking good. And that's
Because
like
they show
right,
it off in the trailers constantly.
and that's like right after Alda's Keep, isn't it? Which looks really fucking bad.
Aldia's Keep looks really bad and they showed off Aldia's Keep in the trailers with that big ass dragon bone thing coming at you, and the lighting looks spectacular. There's like a side by side footage comparison of the two.
But I will.
Good God,
It's
so bad.
inconsistency is probably the worst thing because you've
Yeah,
got got a game that's either it's just bad, or you got a game that's got it's really good. But when you get things that like roller coaster you into
Yeah.
this is amazing, and then this is just shit.
That's pretty much my experience with Dark Souls 2 in general.
It's like. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I've immediately forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's like like some of the stuff is like technically more advanced than Dark Souls 2. Like they added like they added more dynamic shadows in some places, and they had like cloth physics for characters, and
oh yeah.
and there were a few other things I can't exactly remember. But it's like they're technically more impressive. They just don't look that great.
Like I think one of the biggest things for me about Dark Souls 2, I just wanted the torches to be useful outside of the gutter. Like, because they made the torches out to be these huge things that you're gonna need
Yeah.
throughout the game and stuff. And you get there and like you can see where they have all these sconces that you're supposed to light and stuff, but you never carry the torch anywhere except for through the gutter. And when you get to the gutter, you have like 19 torches because you haven't used them yet. So you're going through the gutter and you have like 3 hours left on your torch. It's so
Yeah.
stupid. But when we were talking about Bethesda earlier, we're gonna talk that little Doom. That little Doom review.
Shotgun
you got
monster.
Doom, shotgun monster.
Shotgun monster.
That's all you get.
That's all. But there was
Gonna be a solid game.
there was some stuff like I think revealed about it. Like they're making it like an old school first person shooter. Like there's going to be health packs and there's going to be like dodgeable bullets and stuff.
Still gonna be as fast paced.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a fast paced arena shooter.
Okay.
Which I mean, like the
I'm into
Unreal
it.
tournament, that free to play Unreal tournament they're making.
It looks good, plays pretty well.
Yeah.
So
My
I have
hopes
no
are good. I
complaints
just
on
hope
that
that
one.
like, Bethesda's publishing it. I hope that they're not gonna do what they've done before and just put too many deadlines.
Well, I mean, look at the way they may have stopped that because the way Wolfenstein turned out, that was a fucking amazing game. Wolfenstein: The New Order was. If you haven't,
I had a lot of fun
if
playing.
you haven't played Wolfenstein: The New Order yet, do it because that is one of the most fun first-person shooters I've ever played in the last few years. It's so well made.
Like something that's kind of like forgotten now, but was really good when it came out, was Alien Isolation. Nobody talks about that
Oh
anymore.
yeah, that was fucking. It was like
Yeah.
It was like BioShock, but
It was a
In
horror
space.
Bioshock in
Yeah.
space.
it was a horror BioShock in space but like. I never got too far in it because I had acquired a copy, and I do want to. I want to buy that.
Yeah, that's my story.
I want I stopped it and I uninstalled it because I actually want to support that game.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've always talked about how that's my kind of horror. Like, it's not just like, oh, here's a cutscene, you gotta be scared right now. And
anything can
kill
happen
it.
anytime.
But the thing is, the alien, you never really get a good look at the alien, just like in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first movie, at least. And the sound design is fucking great.
It's
Because you're just like in one room and you suddenly hear just like, they're like getting louder and louder. And you're like, oh shit, he's like
he's in
coming
the vents.
towards me.
You have to pay attention to the sound design, which
And you
is something that a lot of games nowadays don't do.
You pay attention to the sound design. If you hear something, you don't fucking run.
Yeah, you
don't
can't run.
You
He'll
can't
find
run.
you.
He will find you and he will kill you.
Or
That happened to
she.
me. That happened to me. I was playing. I was running. Like I heard him, and no. I saw people, because that's another thing. You just run into people along the spaceship. I saw it, and I was like, I thought they were coming towards me, so I ran away from them. And then all of a sudden, whoosh, I heard that, and then my character just looks down, and there's like a thing sticking through my stomach.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck.
And it
Like,
it doesn't rely on jump scares, well, to an extent.
To an
if
extent.
you get caught from behind, that can scare you. But
Yeah.
the game is fair about it.
It's like jump scares aren't a thing. It's more of a kind of, if you fail, then
Yeah,
And
it's not-
that's the way I feel about PT. It's like I'm gonna go back on this because that's like I'm so fucking mad at Konami. God damn it! Because that game was
Yep.
was one of the most atmospheric horror games.
I actually didn't care about PT.
You okay?
I never got the chance
That's
to
my
play
opinion.
it.
My memory is that the thing.
We did a video on that.
We did a video on it.
Yeah, it's like that little.
I
playable
honestly, I would
teaser
love Michael
for
to play
Silent
that. I would
Hills
love for
with
Michael.
Norman Reedus.
Norman
Yes.
Fetus.
Ooh, we might get
Yeah,
Michael
the
to play
fetus
that.
in-
Yeah,
Fetus in the sink.
Yeah.
if I can get a
Okay.
We have that. BJ has a
Yeah.
PS4 with it on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
So
I am a valuable asset.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, that game had fantastic, because like the thing that I loved about PT is like it's so detailed, and that's one thing a lot of horror games don't get, is like when you're in a house or something, it makes it feel like a real house. Like this is a place where somebody lived at one point, and that gives you a sense, like a sense of eeriness, like something is wrong in this house for all that it's so decrepit and messed up that you like. And then the repetition.
the repetition, but the minute changes every time.
Every time,
You know?
like
Yeah.
it's enough.
Like-
It's enough to give you like this sense of there's really something wrong here, and it was so good. And that is Kojima. That is Del Toro.
Mhm.
That is what those are the things.
like the fetus.
Yep. And then Konami, the company, shuts it down, and now we're all just left. Speaking of, about 30 minutes into this, we come back around to what we were talking about originally.
Yeah.
That's something I will. And you know what makes me the most upset about that?
Tell us about it.
That was the first time I had ever seen my brother get so excited about a video game. Was PT.
Aw.
He was so fucking excited for Silent Hills. Like I have never seen him get so wide-eyed about a video game before. And the minute that comes out that game got canceled, he was so fucking upset. And like I was too, but like Jake doesn't play video games that often. Like if he does, like I'm not like trying to go, he's such fucking casual sort of thing, but like, when he's playing stuff, he's gonna play like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto because they're easy things that you can pick up and put down,
AAA games,
Exactly. And like that was something that he was looking forward to because he hadn't played very many good horror games. And PT was something that was so amazing to him, and then Silent Hills is just gone now. But I'd like to think that Kojima and Del Toro, once Kojima is done with Konami, they'll try to crowdfund something some way, but like the fact that Konami has the rights to the Fox engine, like Kojima doesn't get that when he's gone. That's and that sucks too, the fact that he's worked so fucking hard on that engine. Like since Peace Walker was done, I think. That's like all they worked on.
It's been a long time.
And then they were probably working on it during the development of Peace Walker. And then that's just snatched away from him now because Konami Snatcher. He's a
We did it.
We did it. But yeah, that's Konami's just gonna. I will never. That if they ever continue to make video games, I'm not gonna buy anything from them. Metal Gear Solid 5 is gonna be the very last video game that I buy from Konami.
I still believe it's a giant ruse by Kojima.
I don't think that's the case.
So wait, what happens to all the IP that Konami like owns?
They're probably just gonna sit on them.
Where's gonna be Rocket Knight Adventures?
And
I mean, that's what companies. There's so many companies. Like Activision is just sitting on Metal Arms right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna make they're not gonna make a Metal Arms game. I think Activision owns the rights to Metal Arms. I'm not sure. If somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong.
Who's got Joe and Mac?
Did they?
They sold their IPs. Because there was that long
Maybe nobody bought Joe and Mac. I don't know.
There was that long ass time ago where Ego Raptor was talking about buying one of the Data East properties.
Wow.
And
There was
where's Karnov?
I mean, like one of the things, like when THQ disbanded or whatever, there was a time where people thought that what game was it? I think Darksiders. They thought nobody was gonna buy that IP. I forgot who bought it.
Nobody bought that game.
No.
Not the second one.
That's why nobody wanted to
First
buy
one
it.
was great.
I haven't played it.
It's like a mix of all kinds of
I played the
different
beginning
games.
of it. Yeah.
So something that was brought up a little while ago was this
Nice
mention
hat.
of what?
Nice hat.
Oh, thank you. Something about the new Witcher game not running well on
AMD.
AMD Radeon graphics cards because of some sort of proprietary development
For NVIDIA.
for NVIDIA.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's meant to be played.
The way it's meant to be played.
By Little Caesars.
Setting your computer on fire.
Seriously.
I think that I'm
Well,
not
wait.
a fan of that.
Well, wait, AMD is the one that sets your computers on fire.
AMD's the one that doesn't have any drivers.
Yeah, NVIDIA's the one that sets your computer on
That
fire.
doesn't make any sense. I don't know where that came from. They're not very. They have drivers. They're not that good that they have them. But no,
That's
AMD
like this
AMD
driver's
is
pretty
the one,
good. He's drunk, but he's there.
The AMD R9 290 card is literally designed to run hot. So it's
Literally?
like yeah, like
I don't know. All I know is
it
like
kind of
this.
sits at around like I could be way off here, but just off the top of my head, I believe it's designed to basically sit idle almost at like 70 C or something.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That'd be nice.
Why?
That'd be nice in the wintertime if you have no heat in your house, but either way, the point being, the problem I see with this is, if we start, AMD has Mantle, which was like Battlefield 4 and some other titles, I imagine.
I believe Project Cars
What was Mantle?
Mantle was like, it was like basically an optimization.
Is it like GeForce? Kind of like the GeForce experience sort of thing?
Oh.
No, Mantle was like, it was a back end thing. It was for, the best way I can explain it is it was like a developer's kit for running things on Radeon graphics cards, much like PhysX did as far as a proprietary developer's kit for a physics engine running on NVIDIA cards.
Okay.
So they exist on both ends, but the way I see this as a problem is, if we're talking about PC games, then you've got this problem where some games are going to run well on one card and some games are going to run well on another card, and then there's not going to be this communication between the two of them anymore. Like, they're constantly trying to, like,
outdo the other.
to screw each other over and make it look like the other one's bad. But what it is really it's bad for everybody, because you have these two cards and you end up with games that, you know, because it's not like everybody's going to only want to play games that run well on one or the other. People are going to want to play different varieties of games, and then they're going to get upset.
It's
when
like having console exclusivity on PC.
Isn't that how it worked way back in the day, where like games had specific versions for like specific cards, like before?
I'm sure they.
Like it was like apparently that was something that DirectX fixed. Like
that it could be. It's before me, so I don't really know. I'm not familiar with that. But the point is, if that was a problem that was fixed, we don't need to be creating it again.
Yeah,
I guess so.
You know, and I understand that there's really no.
Go click it.
You know, there's really I guess there's a corporate incentive,
of course,
for that to be the new paradigm. But
the thing is that if something like that happens, I'm not going to go buy an AMD card just because it doesn't run as well on my NVIDIA card. All it's gonna do is make me pissed off at AMD.
It's gonna make me pissed off at whoever's card I don't own.
And it's vice versa. Like if you have an AMD card, you know, and something's designed to run well with an NVIDIA card, like, you know, we've like all the physics stuff we've talked about in the past. You know, it's the same story. It's just like people can't go out and just, you know, what, a 970 is like $350 right now. If you want to get a 980, it's more like $500-600, maybe higher.
Well, I know
that's if you want to run with the high-end cards.
Well, let me tell you this, Michael. Witcher 3 came for free on 970s and 980s.
Is coming still.
Yeah, it's still, like, I believe.
Wow. So that's
NVIDIA probably gave them a lot of money for that.
So, okay.
It's just shitty marketing.
It's
shitty competition within the market.
But, you know, like, I don't know.
Some people might actually see that as an incentive. Say, well, I have an AMD card, kind of old. I don't think my computer can run Witcher 3. It says like lower, like for minimum, you're gonna need a 660, and that's what I have. But I'm not gonna buy a fucking 970.
No, like
just so I can play that game.
I've got a 660 right now, and the fucking fan's blown out on it. I'm starting to get artifacting when I'm playing games.
Not do that.
Yeah, and it's like I'm still not even in a good place where I'm like, I'm gonna buy a new graphics card.
Yeah, fuck that.
Cause like I could run with this baby for another 6 months.
And you know what? I'm gonna buy a 770.
Yeah.
And that's the next card I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy a 970. I'm just gonna go one above that I have.
Don't you just go to a 780 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's about the same price, and it's roughly comparable to a 970. It's probably just a little bit lower, but that's what I have in mind right now, and I don't foresee any need to upgrade it anytime soon.
I've still got a 560 that I got in like 2010. No, to like 2011.
It's been a while. You doing okay, BJ? You're squatting. You're
Yeah, I just have to stretch my legs.
Yeah, dude, my ankle's killing me. My legs keep going to sleep.
Regards of
I've been fidgeting the whole time.
Of The Witcher, I don't think any of us have actually like played the games.
Haven't played it. My dad actually got it. He pre-ordered it. He got it the night that it came out. I haven't played it yet.
Did he play The Witcher 2?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He enjoyed The Witcher 2. So I really don't know. I'm not even sure if he's played it yet, honestly, because it's been less than a week. And he hasn't gotten off work. Probably tonight would be the first night that he's gotten a chance to play it. So
I've played a little bit of the first Witcher because I have both Witcher 1 and 2. I played a little bit of the first. It has a really archaic combat system. It's PC only, and it involves like you switch combat stances with the mouse wheel, and based on what kind of enemy you're fighting, you choose that, and then it's like an auto attack-esque kind of thing. Witcher 2 is kind of more along the lines of a Dark Souls, Zelda-esque, you know, like...
Yeah, because...
Your actual action combat.
Yeah, because I have played I've played The Witcher 2, never the first Witcher, but...
I've
I was
only
okay
seen
with The
gameplay
Witcher
of
2.
it.
I got.
It looked okay to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like it's still a tough game because it's not like you don't have regenerating health or anything like that. You have to make your own potions by collecting ingredients and all that. It's just, I only did the prologue, and I feel like I haven't gotten enough of a good feeling with the game yet. But as much as I played of Witcher 2, I wasn't impressed enough to want to keep going. And that's one problem that I do have with games, are games that don't draw me in relatively early. And that's changed. That's more of a recent change for me.
It's hard for games to accomplish that now.
Mhm.
Aside
Yeah.
from like the Dark Souls and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, one of my favorite games of all time is Morrowind, and I can tell you for goddamn sure that game doesn't draw you in from the beginning.
Speaking of archaic combat systems.
That is a goddamn arcade combat system.
God.
But it's still, I mean, I guess, like, the reason I like it is because I played it when I was a kid and I was able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I feel like for a person, when it comes to Elder Scrolls, their first Elder Scrolls
the first
game,
Elder Scrolls is always
it's going to be the
favorite.
best, you know,
always gonna be
in
the
whatever way. Because, like,
Yes,
it's
it will.
funny. Josh, you've always been on Morrowind. My first was Oblivion. I still love it. Hagen played Skyrim first. He never cared for the other two. Yeah, and Skyrim's his favorite.
I couldn't get into any
That
of
is a
them.
weird phenomenon. Because for me it was Oblivion, and I can't get into Skyrim, and I don't know what it is.
I can get into
Morrowind.
Morrowind.
Oh God, I can't.
I got
get
into
Morrowind
Skyrim
either.
for a little bit,
Yeah.
but it fell off for me.
I mean, the
same
thing
with
with
Oblivion. Same
With
with Morrowind.
Skyrim, it's just like... Skyrim is just something for me to play while I watch things on Netflix.
I'll play it with
I
like some
got-
of the more funnier mods to keep me interested.
Oh, I enjoy modding Skyrim now.
That's
Yeah.
Totally
like,
different.
I got about to the point where Macho Man Randy Savage comes in from the sky, and I can't really get my
I like
past
the
that point.
Ooh,
Thomas the Tank
yeah.
Engine one.
Yeah,
guy.
Thomas
Thomas
one's great.
I've actually seen somebody who's done Macho Man Dragons and Thomas Dragons,
It's
and somehow it
terrifying.
happens at the same
I
time.
think that was in Donkey's video.
I'm thinking
It
that
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Donkey.
I was he was the guy that was like,
Yeah, at the end of the video, there's
like-
all of them happening.
yeah, and then like at the very end,
mud crab
it's
and
a fucking
top hat,
mud
and
crab.
he goes, "This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Come on, Master Chief."
Chief.
Let's go.
I love that.
I
Yeah.
love Donkey so much. He made a video recently where he was just shitting on a bunch of other YouTubers who like did face cam and shit, and just like
Yeah.
put them all up at the same time, and like you can't really tell a difference between who's talking.
My favorite part of the video was where he was like he was dubbing his voice over one YouTube guy who was apparently gay, and like he was also friends with him apparently, and he dubbed it over. He's like, "What's the deal with girl gamers? They ain't got no dick."
Oh god.
Dumb.
Donkey
But there
seems
was,
cool.
There was, yeah, I like him. Like if you don't like League of Legends, you don't have to watch his League videos.
I don't
He's
like
got
League.
he's got other stuff. But I love that one video where he got fucking Jason Alexander,
Oh yeah.
who was George from Seinfeld, to go on there and talk to him because Donkey is friends with his son. Like that's amazing to me.
Wow.
That's oh my god. There was something I was wanting to say. Oh yeah, paid mods in Skyrim. Let's talk about that.
Oh,
I
that
know
was
it's
a
gone-
quick-
It's over and done with now.
Yeah.
It was in the span of a single weekend. They introduced paid mods,
Mm-hmm.
and then the community outcry was really bad.
And Steam was like, nope. Valve, nope.
No,
stop
Gabe.
it.
Gabe came in.
Gabe.
Gabe was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
I remember-
he just showed up
God,
on
he was on
Our Gaming.
Reddit.
He was on
Um,
Our Gaming, and he was just, "Hey guys, you guys want to talk to me about?"
He's
paid
like,
mods?"
so guys, I found out that we pissed off the internet,
Yeah.
so
And then they went and they fixed it. No more paid
Yep.
mods, but I'm pretty goddamn sure. I mean, most of it was Bethesda. That was a lot of that was on Bethesda, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty. They said they're going to try it again, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen with Fallout 4. I'm pretty sure that they're going to introduce paid mods in Fallout 4 because they didn't want to introduce it. They thought it was a bad idea to bring them in on a game that already has a fan base. Like, that, you know, people have already been doing this.
The problem is, though, like, the people who had the biggest outcry and the people everyone rallied behind was the Nexus.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know, the Nexus is behind modding pretty much every Bethesda game since Morrowind. It's a website that has grown. It's huge. The Nexus mods, and they've got tons of other games that they do now.
Yeah.
And they're the mod database. Like, they're the central place that you want to go for mods.
You're thinking of ModDB.
Shut the fuck up, BJ. But seriously, you're not trying to fight whatever game you're putting out that's got mods. You're fighting the Nexus now, especially with a Bethesda game.
Yeah. And one of the big things about that was people were taking mods off of that thing and making people pay money for them.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that I saw. Like
free mods, fucking Sky UI, which is pretty much necessary to play Skyrim on PC if you're not using a controller. He put that behind a fucking $5 paywall.
Yep. And it's like, and one of the biggest problems that people had was like, how can you prove that the person that made the mod
It actually
was the person that put it up for sale? Because at that point, and this is where I can see Bethesda getting angry because, or pulling it, because those mods have been up for years now, and you don't know if the person that puts the mod up for sale is the same person that made the mod.
Yeah.
I still don't like paid mods, but I can see where that's one of the reasons they took it down.
Well, one thing was one of the mods was using mods from another mod. Like, it was like, in order to play that mod, you had to use another mod.
Ooh.
And the guy who used that mod did not get permission for that guy to use the mod that he's paying money. That's confusing. I'm slightly inebriated, and so I can't get it out the way I want it to. Basically, that mod involved using another mod. That mod's creator did not give that guy permission to sell the use of his mod.
Yeah, so it's like...
Yeah, but you can't... I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
You can't, and so... But,
some of the ones that I can see having a problem with are like, you guys know Fallout Mod Manager, where it's like, if you have a bunch of mods, or Skyrim script extender, Fallout script extender, stuff like that. That's
Sky UI needs that.
Yeah, it's necessary for you to play most mods because the mods just add so much to the game that if you don't have a script extender, if you don't have a mod manager that tells you when you fucked up with your mods, you can't play the game. Period.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It smells like pizza. It smells like pizza and alcohol.
Yeah,
Pizza.
it went right up my nose.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Are you leaving, Matt?
No, I'm standing up. I just
You good,
stepped
Matt?
all over the place.
You're good.
Please don't follow me.
I'd like to point out we are...
But
This
okay,
thing, like,
for those of
tilted
you
downwards?
who
yeah.
forgot, we're in a closet
Yeah.
right now.
We're in the closet.
We're in a
I'm
closet,
gonna
and it's
tell you.
hot as fuck in here.
It's
God.
about an 8x8 square. There are 5 fully grown men in here, as well as my entire wardrobe. It's
Yes.
very hot in here.
It's quite toasty. We've been going...
Thanks for feigning the
Yep.
thing, DJ.
I don't know if this will make it in, but we've been about 52 minutes straight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See?
Fuck
It's
it.
possible. You done?
Fuck it.
Are we almost done?
We've been
Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about?
We've got plenty of stuff to talk
There's
about.
a lot
but,
of stuff.
Tell
you
me,
know.
what's the best video game in existence right
Shotgun Monster, the end.
Shotgun Monster.
now? All right, here we go.
Okay, if you're looking for a game to play, Michael,
Batman Arkham Asylum.
BJ's gonna suggest that to him all because he bought that
That's
for.
kind of
Yeah,
an inside
BJ bought
joke
it for
right now.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
What
joke.
kind of game?
Listen, okay.
Well, yeah, what kind of game are you looking for?
mhm.
Because I can suggest just about fucking anything right now.
Oh,
a
no,
lot of
I
games.
was literally asking, what's the best video game? You know how Mad Max is the best movie in theaters right now?
Boom. I'd like to point that out. Not a movie-related podcast. Mad Max. Watch it.
The game that I've probably enjoyed most of my time with since I got it, I'd probably say Bayonetta 2. If I had to pick a single game that since I got it, I've only enjoyed my time with it was Bayonetta 2. I also recently bought Okami. The light's on.
Turn the light on.
Turn
Stop
it
it.
off. My eyes hurt. I recently bought Okami on the PSN store when I was on sale for like $5, and I've been loving the hell out of that. Honestly, I forgot how much I loved it, and it's such a goddamn good game that it replaced Majora's Mask on my top 5 games. It knocked it down to just the regular top 10. But
Yep.
that's me. That's
Yep.
me.
Funnily enough, I started playing it earlier this week because I usually do like an annual playthrough, but it's great that it coincided with BioWare's birthday because I've been playing the original Knights of the Old Republic. And God, I love that game. Like, there are some small things, and it's starting to get dated, I will say.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Back, because with its...
It was back in 2001.
Yeah.
That game came out in
14 years ago.
Yeah.
Speaking of old combat systems,
Yeah.
the dice roll, but the story is just unbeatable. And I just love playing through it. It's tons of nostalgia, and it is and will be one of my top 10 games for a long time.
I gotta personally say that, and this is unfair because it is. I don't say it's unfair, but I say that I still think I prefer KOTOR 2 when it has the restored content mod story wise, just because. And this is, no offense to people who do enjoy KOTOR 1, it's really basic in regards to the good versus evil thing. The thing that I like the most about KOTOR 2, and this is something Obsidian tackles a lot, is there's so much moral ambiguity in KOTOR 2. Especially with Kreia, your mentor. Because you don't know what she's after at all. You don't know what the fuck she is. You don't know if she's a Jedi, you don't know if she's a Sith. Everything you do, whether you be good or evil, she will question you on why you did that. Yep. And I love stuff like that, but that's not to say that KOTOR 1 has a bad story.
But then again, it also pisses me off because she'll never give you a good answer.
Oh, no, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's something about her character that I love.
But I will say, if you want a classic Star Wars feel, if you want to get back to the original trilogy,
that's it.
Play KOTOR 1.
KOTOR 1 is Star Wars.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. BJ, what do you play? What do you like, BJ?
What do you mean? Like, what do I...
Like, what video games you been playing that you've been enjoying?
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4.
Really captivating, BJ. What about you, Michael?
Well, I'm trying to think of what games I've actually been... I've been playing Crash Bandicoot 2 and Mega Man Legends. Because I recently got those games.
And he got them.
So what about you, Matt?
No, like old nostalgic games. I've just been playing a whole lot of Marvel Heroes. It's an action RPG created by David Brevik.
Hagen's calling me.
Hagen's calling.
Hey, put him on speakerphone.
Take short break.
Hold on.
Put him on speaker.
Hey, Hagen.
You're on a podcast.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
We're on a podcast. We're doing it without you because you didn't show up.
What?
Yeah.
Where
You're
are
on.
you?
We're in Michael's closet.
Yep. Do you wanna?
What was that?
Hold on.
Fuckers come get me.
Yeah, we will.
We're drunk.
Yeah, as soon as we get off this, we can come get you. Because
I can't drive.
Michael can drive.
Michael can drive.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
And BJ's fine too.
Why didn't you come get me?
We did. We tried calling you.
Okay. New modus operandi, okay?
Okay.
Alright, from now on, if Hagen don't show up, Hagen's fucked asleep, you come wake Hagen the fuck up.
We called you.
Okay. No. I understand. Sometimes your phone does, you don't know if you're getting called,
Yeah.
So we're going to come get you. We're going to wake you the fuck up. And we're going to come back. And fuck, if we're still awake, we might record another episode. I don't know.
Fuck.
We might do
Fuck
more.
that. I got to sit in
That
here for
hot
another
as
goddamn
hell.
hour.
All right.
I'm like fucking pizza and sweat.
We're done
Shit.
here. Bye.
I love you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the Darkroom Vidyacast. I'm sure all the guys had a bunch of fun recording it. I hope you had a bunch of fun listening to it. So, just a bit of stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, we do have the podcast on iTunes. If you would like to find it, just search for the Darkroom Vidya or the Darkroom Vidyacast. It is also on SoundCloud. Just do the same there. Darkroom Vidyacast or Darkroom Vidya will probably get you there. We'll have both of those links in the description of the video if you want to check those out. So yeah, once again, thanks everyone for checking out the podcast. We'll have future episodes up pretty soon, we hope. Hopefully, this is a pretty frequent thing that we're going to do. Hopefully, I can't promise that, but yeah. So, yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.